Welcome to the MindTalk podcast, where we delve into the roots of dis-ease, growing deep in the subconscious mind. I am your host, Diane Vanas, with over 25 years in energy medicine. Today we will be doing a belief decoding session, also known as BS Elimination. We're working with a client today. Hi, Debbie. Thank you so much for allowing us to work together today. And I see that you have an issue that you would like to work with. You've been dealing with weight your whole life. And so maybe we can incorporate that in. But you also wanted to work on a negative mindset. Always thinking negative. Thinking of the worst case scenario. So let's see what we can come up with. As you know, we describe a belief system somewhat like a tree in that it has layers. It has leaves and branches. It has a trunk. It has roots. And often it has soil. And there's different types of belief systems. And I would describe this one for you today as like a split. So one root system, but it splits into two trees. So let's get started in the leaves and branches of the first tree, which we would call negative programs. First, we will be working with the root chakra or the survival chakra. And we have something in victim. It's I have to suffer. So that does kind of go along with your always going to the negative when something happens. And then we're also in the third eye chakra, something under illness. This blank is debilitating. And I think we would put weight in there. All right, and then the second side of the tree where it splits off and then leaves in the branches aspects are in the crown chakra. We have something under God. I am less favored by God. And then we have something in the root chakra, victim. I'll never get over it. So those are our negative programs. Now we're going to drop down to the limiting beliefs. And we're in the power chakra or the solar plexus. We have something under comparison. Wealthy people are selfish. Or maybe you could even reword that to other people have it better. And that could be because maybe you overheard your parents or your grandparents judging wealthy people because you grew up poor and you had to go without. It could even be what caused food issues for you. So usually there is a reason behind all these different beliefs that we tuck away into our subconscious mind. But the only thing is it's that they are negative and that they limit us. And so we always, when we're working, we're coming up with negative beliefs that we want to get rid of. Now we also are in the throat chakra, so about communication. And this is, I don't understand my feelings. And maybe that'll ring a bell for you. Sometimes people, if they feel their feelings, they're painful, so they might stuff them back in, like by eating food, kind of to drown out their feelings, something like that. And then we also have something again in the power chakra, the solar plexus, and it's too much to expect. maybe to be perfect. So now we're down to the faulty core belief, which is like the root or the seed that started this whole thing going. It's in the third eye chakra, and it's about your body. And it's, I can't lose weight. So as you mentioned, you have had a lifelong battle with weight. So we definitely want to get rid of that, right? Because no matter how hard you would try to lose weight, you've got a belief that you can't lose weight for whatever reason. Maybe it's protective in some way. So, and we also are looking at a soil with this particular belief system. We call it a faulty core identity because it's not really who you are. It's what you absorbed about the environment, from other people, your experiences when you were even in the womb. So like 0 to 7 years old. And this one is in the heart chakra, so related to love. And it's about yourself. It's, my heart is broken. Oh, that is really, really sad. I think you mentioned that you had gotten called names, even when you were a baby, because of your weight. So, let's read this back from the bottom. My heart is broken. I can't lose weight. It's too much to expect. I don't understand my feelings. Wealthy people are selfish, or as we said, it could be other people have it better. I'll never get over it. I am less favored by God. This weight is debilitating. I have to suffer. So wow, that's quite a belief system. We'll be so glad when we can chop it down. But before we can get rid of all these negative beliefs, we have to find out some underlying imbalances that would actually act like fertilizer for this tree to keep growing. So in the emotions that we might see feeding and watering this tree, we have the emotion of sorrow, and that is actually from age 7. So I don't know if it rings a bell. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't, but the subconscious mind has stored all of this. It keeps account and it keeps the memory of everything you felt. And when something gets trapped, like these emotions, you carry them with you for a really long time. So we want to just go ahead and let that sorrow go that you experienced at age 7. So we're going to release it now. And we just go on now to the next emotion, hopelessness. And hopelessness means no expectation of good, no remedy or cure. And this is actually from age 2. So, wow, hopelessness at age 2, letting that go, releasing it. And then we find ourselves looking at the governing vessel meridian, which we know is an extraordinary meridian. It's an ancestral meridian that kind of, we could say, governs all of the other meridians. It's what we use to clear the emotions or the beliefs. So what's imbalancing it? We're looking at something in nutrition and lifestyle. Actually, alcohol. Perhaps relying on alcohol too much. Maybe it became like a reward instead of food. At the end of the day, instead of having a dessert or chips or snacks, you reach for a drink. But I think it would actually be better to have a reward that wouldn't be something that you consume. So just maybe that's a reminder here that it's very imbalancing, evidently to your governing vessel meridian. So we just want to reset and balance that governing vessel meridian. And now we can go ahead and we can release that whole negative belief system. Since it's quite a few beliefs, I'm going to pause the recording and then we'll just check when we get back on whether we've gotten them all. Okay, very good. I hope that feels better. So did we clear all of those negative beliefs? Yes. But we actually have to replace one of them. That faulty core belief is I can't lose weight. We need to have a positive new core belief. So in the insight category, again, or the third eye chakra, it's I am able to do many things. So I am able to do many things. Like you can lose weight. You can do more than that. I mean, you are a very capable person. So let's just install that. I am able to do many things. And you can use that like an affirmation as well because it's very empowering. Another thought too, I don't know if you're familiar with Louise Hay. She built a whole empire on love. It's just amazing. Her books are so motivational. It can really change your life. She has like mirror work and different affirmations for different illnesses or just to teach ourselves how to love ourselves. And so like we can take a compliment or we can feel good about ourselves rather than putting ourselves down. Or only maybe seeing our flaws or hearing that voice in our head of when people made fun of us. So I would encourage maybe looking into some of her books. I think it's called You Can Heal Your Life. You will really enjoy it. And I look forward to our next session, Debbie. It was an amazing session. We cleared so many bad beliefs. So I just hope it makes a difference for you. Thank you so much.